Hi everyone, good afternoon. So glad you're here with us for KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Tim Pham. All right, check this out. The counter behind me, we are less than 5 days away from Christmas. So we did see some snow over the weekend and even into this morning, giving us some hope of a white Christmas. So this afternoon, meteorologist Jeremy Legoo showing us the chances of actually seeing one. Jeremy, what do you think? Still 50-50?
I'm starting to like the chances of a white Christmas more and more every day. Now, the second half of the week is still pretty far out, and with our current weather pattern, everything can change as those days near. But for now, here's the reason I'm liking it. For starters, 25 degrees and snow coming down now. We pick up 1 to 2 inches of snow today. If Christmas were tomorrow, we'd be good. Unfortunately, a lot happens in the days to come, so let's get you through this one before we talk about the next couple. 25 in Spokane, 27 in Coeur d'Alene, snow coming down in both locations, 24 in Wenatchee and 27 in Sandpoint. We have winter weather advisories in effect until 4 p.m. About 1 to 3 inches of snow in those purple shaded areas until you get into the mountains. Then you're talking about 3 to 5 inches, 5 to 8 up and over Snoqualmie Pass. So we do have a rather active day in store, and that does include Interstate 90, where we just can't seem to catch a break in the actions. So it's slow, and it's slow down through the Palouse, especially along 95 and 195 where you're encountering some heavy snow. And that heavy snow continues through the afternoon. Even for us here in Spokane and over in Coeur d'Alene, it'll eventually taper off later on this afternoon and then this evening, moving out by tonight, giving us a break as we get into the day on Tuesday. So today, the snow eventually starts winding down later this afternoon. We hang on to this through Tuesday, so expect a nasty evening commute, a nasty commute early Tuesday morning, and likely another nasty commute Tuesday evening. Allow extra time is the name of the game, but we're talking an even more active weather pattern coming up.
And as you plan your travel this week, the best way to ensure smooth trips during the upcoming holiday season is to plan ahead and be prepared. This afternoon, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez showing us a few extra things you want to put in your car. Nicole, these are some things that you want to have before you leave for sure.
Absolutely, Tim. I mean, love it or hate it, all the snow we're getting is sticking to the ground. So before I go over our whole state traveling, I want to go over our local roads real quick. So take a look behind me here. You can see still snow sticking here on the South Hill. You're looking at Regal right now. The main roads, our arterials, they are definitely looking better as the day goes on. This morning they were completely covered, but the side roads, the driveways, the parking lots, that's where you're going to want to watch out, because those are the roads that are going to be extra slick with ice underneath the layer of snow we got today. So other than that, though, before you head out for your holiday travels, of course, you want to know what the rest of the state looks like. So in order to help make your holiday travels stress-free, if you're jumping onto the road, check out the WASH.travel travel maps. Those will give you an idea of any delays or closures that we're seeing across the entire state. So that'll give you alerts and restrictions. So you'll be looking for things like past closures, crash delays, and this year's staffing challenges will also mean many of the highways will have snow or ice on them for longer periods of time. For the most immediate updates, though, about all of our highways, you can follow WASH.'s social media pages on Twitter and on Facebook. So also right now, if you are planning on heading over a pass, one thing you need to know is I've got them right here. You have to have your chains. You have to bring chains with you over the passes. If you don't, state troopers will be stopping you to make sure you have them. You don't need to have them on your wheels. You just have to have them with you in your car. And if you don't, though, you could risk getting a fine of up to $503. Another good tool to have with you, a shovel, just in case you get into any situations you need to dig yourself out of. And then, of course, tried and true, we always tell you every time it snows, take your time and go slow on the roads. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Some good advice, Nicole. Thank you. Health officials say with the Omicron variant spreading fast, doubling every 2 to 3 days, Omicron is believed to be more contagious, which is a concern as families travel and gather for the holidays. SeaTac Airport expects to reach pre-pandemic levels with nearly 1 million travelers over the next 2 weeks.
This is a juggling act. It affects a lot more people, but perhaps people get less sick. We don't know where that net balance is. But we do know this, we can't allow our hospitals to become overrun.
Well, Governor Inslee says there's still a lot to learn about the new variant before he considers any new restrictions. And new today, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare deactivated crisis standards of care in North Idaho. The state's health and welfare director says while this is a good sign, the Omicron COVID variant makes the situation, quote, fluid and variable. For more on this developing story, you can head to this article right now on KREM.com. Now to look at your top stories here at noon. We are awaiting details about the death of a longtime Republican state senator, Doug Erickson. The 52-year-old passed away at a Florida hospital on Friday. He left behind a wife, 2 daughters, and a legislative district that now needs a leader. Erickson represented the 42nd district in Whatcom County. Now that the county needs to figure out who should step in and fill that position, the city council will vote on his replacement after Republican leaders provide a list of options. Both Republicans and Democrats agree things need to move fast.
The urgency is that the session starts on January 10th, and the 42nd district deserves to have a senator representing them.
Whatcom County Council members says Erickson leaves behind big shoes to fill. He was a voice for the farming community and was known for fighting for his beliefs. And this afternoon, there's still no word on when a funeral will be held for Senator Erickson. Governor Inslee delayed the start of Washington's new long-term care tax. The Washington Cares Fund was originally set to begin collecting taxes in January of 2022 to help pay for long-term care expenses. Inslee says legislators found areas of the bill that need adjustments amid, quote, ongoing discussions. Still ahead here at noon, if you are still waiting to ship your holiday packages, you should hurry as time is running out.